The iPhone 17 is shaping up to be the perfect antidote to the Pixel 10. While Google is going all in on artificial intelligence, Apple seems to be focusing on what really matters to most people: better hardware, stronger performance, and a device that lasts. Let's start with the big picture. AI was exciting when tools like ChatGPT first came out. It's still useful, but the novelty has worn off. At this point, it's no longer a brag-worthy feature. Google, however, seems determined to keep pushing AI into every part of its devices. The Pixel 10 is built around this approach, but the problem is that the core specs are not keeping up. Apple, on the other hand, is moving in the opposite direction with the iPhone 17, and that makes it stand out. Take the Pixel 10 as an example. Yes, it comes with new AI features like Magic Queue, which can fetch information during your chats, such as an address, and it can even read translations aloud to help conversations between people who don't speak the same language. Those are interesting features, but when you look at the hardware, it feels underwhelming. For many people, that trade-off doesn't make sense. A phone should first deliver power, speed, and strong cameras. AI can't make up for weaker core specs, and this is where the iPhone 17 gains the upper hand. One of the biggest differences will be in the cameras. The iPhone 17 Pro is expected to feature a 48-megapixel telephoto camera with up to 8x optical zoom. Compare that to the Pixel 10 Pro, which only goes up to 5x optical zoom. Now, Google tries to make up for this gap with its AI-driven zoom that can reach up to 100x. The phone essentially uses AI to imagine details that the camera itself didn't capture. While this might work decently with predictable subjects, it struggles with things that the software can't recognize. Apple is taking a more practical route. The iPhone 17 Pro's upgraded telephoto lens will use a moving element, allowing continuous optical zoom. That means you'll get to distinct zoom ranges without relying on software tricks. The result should be sharper, more authentic-looking images, even if the zoom stops at 8x instead of 100x. Apple's focus here is on reliability and quality over gimmicks, and that's exactly what most people want from their cameras. Now let's talk about performance. This is an area where Apple has traditionally led the way, and the iPhone 17 is expected to widen the gap even further. It will be powered by a faster new chip, but that's not all. Apple will also include a vapor chamber cooling system for the first time. This upgrade is important because it helps keep the phone cool, ensuring that performance isn't reduced when things heat up. Over the long run, that means consistent speed whether you're gaming, editing videos, or multitasking. Meanwhile, the Pixel 10 may feel smooth enough at launch, but history suggests that it might start slowing down in a few years. The iPhone, with its stronger hardware and better long-term support, is more likely to stay reliable for the entire software cycle. In other words, the iPhone 17 isn't just about the latest features, it's about ensuring your phone runs well for years. But there's another side to the iPhone 17 lineup, and that's the iPhone 17 Air. This model will be much thinner and aimed at people who want a lighter, sleeker device. It won't be the best choice for everyone, especially since early reports say the battery and camera might be weaker. Still, the Air is an interesting experiment because it shows Apple isn't afraid to try something different instead of playing it safe with the same old models. Apple is testing new ideas, and over time, the Air series could become a strong option in its own right. So what does all this mean? At its core, the iPhone 17 lineup highlights Apple's belief that hardware should come first. Google's Pixel 10 is chasing AI as the big selling point, but many of those features sound better on paper than they feel in daily use. Apple is betting that most people care more about consistent performance, strong cameras, and reliable design than AI tricks that may be forgotten after the initial excitement wears off. That doesn't mean Apple is ignoring AI completely, it just means the company is putting its main efforts into what users will notice every single day. A smoother phone, a better zoom camera, stronger thermal management, and years of dependable performance. In the end, the iPhone 17 looks like the phone you can rely on, while the Pixel 10 feels like a device chasing trends. AI is important, no doubt about it, but hardware is what defines the life and usefulness of your phone. The iPhone 17 shows that Apple understands this balance, and that's why it's shaping up to be a solid upgrade. Whether you go for the Pro with its advanced zoom, or take a chance on the slim and experimental Air model, one thing is clear: the iPhone 17 is a statement that Apple still puts hardware first. And for most people, that's exactly what matters.